Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. One of the best to ever do it. Carl the Cobra Froch, 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach. It's George St. George Groves. This former super middleweight world champion stands 6 foot tall, even with a reach of 72 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United Kingdom. St. George Groves. We've seen his fights with Carl Froch. He is always in there to hurt you. This London, England native looking to do damage today.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, a European, British, and Commonwealth super middleweight title holder from London, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, St. George Groves.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Let's do it.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. That counter shot lands. So much for boxing. This is a fight. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. One of the great rivalries in English boxing history is renewed in this one. It's Groves versus Froch, Part 3.
Now, the first fight, it was bad blood. It was upsetting. The second fight, Carl Froch needs to come back and prove something. Now it's the third fight. Carl Froch, a confident Carl Froch, is almost unbeatable. George Groves is the best at getting under your skin. He's the best at devising a game plan. Now, if he's come for this for a third time, he's not come to make the numbers up. He's come to do a job on Carl Froch because he's seen something. He's seen something in his lifestyle. He's seen something in what he's doing or not doing. He's seen something that he believes will get him the win. But Carl Froch, one thing you got to give him, he's hard as nails. He's tough and he's got a massive ego.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. Good one. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Punch, counter punch. That left counter was perfectly timed. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did he absorb that hook?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
And he just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Froch. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Solid punch. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
There's a counter shot. There's a scoring blow. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Back at it in round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here. Nice counter shot. punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot with the right hand. He parries the right jab away. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Froch. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here. I hope this fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Fantastic punch. Both want a knockout, you can tell. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That punch landed. Nice shot with the left. Don't want to trade shots. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
He missed with that jab. He blocks that jab. Right punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Got out of the way of that right hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Nice counter. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good punch. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Still swinging with nothing left. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nice punch. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Why are they throwing punches? They should be playing defense right now. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. both want a knockout, you can tell. George Groves stumbling backwards. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle. So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. They exchange punches. And a counter left. Let's talk about Froch. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
And there's the bell to start round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Oh, that punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Hey, those punches add up. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed. Nice punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Froch. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
It's round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. There's a right hand. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. A perfect counter shot. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. It's all offense all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Froch. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, look at it now. See it now, ride it out. Go out there and finish it. Fight. It's so important now in the third minute of next round. Get on confidence.
There's the bell to start round 11. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Punch scores. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He blocks the jab. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Good left hand. These punches coming from every angle. And he caught George. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. That body shot right there paralyzed him and won him the fight. Talk about Froch. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
There's the bell for round 12. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
Nice job landing that left counter punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he just misses with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he will hold here, and good thing he did because he was getting beaten up.
You can't do that too often because the referee is eventually going to start taking points off you. You saw the referee watch, look, didn't say anything, just gestured to say, I've checked you. Now be careful, because when he starts pulling, taking you out of your rhythm, it's going to get harder.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. These two were made for each other. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.